Designers use various types of models at every stage of the design process, from initial ideas through to design development, to the planning for manufacture stage. Each type of model plays a key role for the designers and the design team, and you're expected to know all about the model types. You're expected to know the names of the modeling types, when they would be used, i.e. at what stage of the design process, how long the models would take to make, the types of materials they are made from, and very importantly, why we use this modeling type. Whenever you're answering questions about modeling, I would recommend you use the Modeling Etc. study aid. We use models to explore, test, and communicate. To explore aspects such as the shape, or the ways in which a part may join together. We use models to test our designs, for example, testing anthropometrics. And we use models to communicate with other members of the design team, explore, test, communicate, modeling, etc. Sketch models, as the name suggests, are very quick models to make. Like a sketch on a piece of paper, we're not looking for these to look pretty. They're made in 1 to 5 minutes out of card, paper, foam, masking tape, glue. They're used to explore the shape and form. To see the idea as a 3D object can help us plan next steps in the development. We also use sketch models to communicate effectively with the design team, as we no longer rely on our sketching ability. So we explore shape and form, and we communicate using the model as a talking point. The next type of model to discuss is block models. Block models are also used in the initial ideas stage and perhaps in the design development stage. They take between 10 and 30 minutes to make and are made from block materials such as modeling foam and MDF. Commonly, block models are used to test anthropometrics, e.g., how well it fits in the hand. Can a user reach a button, for example? This sort of feedback is not possible from a sketch. Computers have revolutionized how designers create new ideas and products. CAD models now play a huge role at each stage of the design process. Commonly, they start life at the development stage and are commonly used also at the planning for manufacture stage. In terms of how long they take to make, it can be anything from around 30 minutes to potentially weeks, or even months for very complex models. We're requiring CAD packages such as Inventor to be able to make these models. In terms of why we make these CAD models, the reasons are vast. We can test the model using computer simulations, e.g. stress testing. How much load can a part take? How much impact? The designer can learn if a part requires a redesign from these tests. CAD models can also be used to communicate their designs with other members of the design team, and possibly even their clients, to show them what the product will look like in real life, making changes as required. The other handy thing about computer models is that they can be sent electronically through email or cloud-based systems. This allows them to quickly share these ideas around the world. In the last 10 to 20 years, rapid prototyping has really taken off. It's now the case that you will find rapid prototyping machines in every design studio in the world. Rapid prototyping allows us to make near-perfect recreations of our CAD models, playing a vital role in ensuring that errors are eliminated and not carried forward into production/manufacturing stages of the design process. Again, rapid prototypes start off life as a CAD model, which again could take anywhere between 30 minutes and several weeks and months to make. In terms of how they're used, they can be used to explore, test, and communicate during the design process. The form can be printed to allow complex parts to be held and explored as a 3D form, perhaps even looking into different ways to actually attach parts together, for example, the handle on the top of a device like a kettle or a radio. It's also helpful to allow discussion between design members. Parts such as clips could be tested to ensure they fit together, and any issues spotted before, like we say, going into production. Prototypes are models which are as close to the real thing as we can possibly make them, prior to manufacture. It's very last chance to ensure no errors before manufacture. If we get this stage wrong, we could have hundreds of thousands of faulty products, potentially putting the design firm at risk. They are working, functioning products to test that there are no errors prior to manufacture. Scale models are used at all stages and save us from having to make full-size models, which would be time-consuming and wasteful from a materials point of view. Instead, we make models which are a fraction of the full size. In the case of a chair, we may make the chair a tenth of the size in real life. We use scaled-down ergonomes to sit in these chairs, and we can test anthropometrics to ensure that the chair is comfortable, making any changes to the design as necessary. So there you have it, all the modelling types that are used throughout the design process. The key to take away is that you need to know the names of the modelling techniques and why we use them. What do we learn from making these models? Basing your answer around the explore, test, communicate structure should help you make really effective points. Thanks for listening.